Welcome back to our channel. I'm Kalyn and my husband is Robert. We do this channel together. Today I have another Foodie Friday for you. Today we are going to be making chicken stir fry. For all of our vegan and vegetarian friends out there, you can definitely make this just a veggie stir fry using just another vegetable. So here are the ingredients. First, you're going to need a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, about 1 tablespoon of thyme, the juice of about half of a lime. Just use this to your discretion. Like if the lime is super juicy, you just need half. If you're not getting a lot of juice out of it, do the whole thing. 1 pound of chicken cut up into chunks. Try to do them about the same size. About 4 carrots sliced. Again, try to do them the same width. And I like to use green beans. I cut the ends off and then I cut them in half so they're a little bit easier, like bite size when I'm eating the stir fry. And then if you want to do this a veggie, pure veggie, just take out the chicken and add like broccoli or Brussels sprouts are really good. For this recipe, you are going to have to marinate the chicken. So what I like to do is I get up in the morning and I go ahead and get all my ingredients ready. I marinate the chicken and put it in the fridge. I also go ahead and chop my vegetables because this is a really good meal to do when you need a meal fast. Stir fry is very fast cooking, and so I like to have all my vegetables just already chopped. So when I get home, I just cook it. It takes less than 15 minutes. So the first thing you're going to want to do is marinate the chicken. I'm going to start off with my 1/4 cup of soy sauce, my 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and about 1 tablespoon of thyme. I just kind of usually take like a good pinch of it. The juice of about half of a lime. Now I'm just going to mix it all up. Then I'm going to take the mixture and I'm going to pour it into a big Ziploc bag. And then you just take your chicken and plop it in there. The first time I made this, I just put the whole pieces of chicken in. I didn't chop it up first. And then I realized I probably wanted my chicken chopped for my stir fry. So I took it out of the bag and I chopped it up then. And I just put it back in the bag. So you can do that if you don't have time. If you wake up late or something and you don't have time to chop up your chicken. Then just seal the bag. Make sure that all of your chicken is covered. Try to get it all in there. And then when you put it into the fridge, I try to lay mine flat so that it's all soaking in juice. If it's like this, your top chicken is not, the top chicken is not laying in the juice. So I try to lay it a little bit flat so all of it is laying in the juice. You want to let your chicken marinate for at least an hour, up to overnight. I am going to be letting mine marinate for over 6 hours because I'm going to work, which is totally fine. So it is now the end of the day and I'm going to get cooking. I did forget to mention one ingredient, and you don't have to use this, but we really like it. It is udon noodles. We like these. You can also use rice if you want to, if you don't want to use noodles, but we really like the noodles. So the first thing we're going to do now that I got home is I have this pot here filled with water. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on high, let that get boiling. Next, I'm going to use some toasted sesame oil. You can use whatever kind you want, just a little bit in the pan. You don't have to use a whole lot because there already is oil in with your chicken, so it kind of just gives it more of that Asian taste. Okay, so now it's time to put the chicken in. This has been warming up a little bit. I can start to smell it, so that means it is ready for the chicken. I am going to be using tongs to put the chicken in because I want to save the juices for later. The thing about stir fry is it cooks really fast. So you want to be ready with all of your ingredients already chopped up so that your chicken doesn't overcook before you get a chance to get your vegetables in. So about the time that the water starts boiling is when my chicken is almost done. I'm going to go ahead and put my vegetables in before the chicken's done because, again, I don't want it to overcook. The really great thing about these noodles is they only take about 4 minutes to cook. So let's put that in the water. This water has no salt added. I know that when you do pasta dishes like spaghetti and things, sometimes people like to put salt in their water, but this is no salt added. We already have enough salt in soy sauce. So a cool trick that I tried out and it actually works, I didn't think it would work, is when you are cooking pasta and you get this like white froth and sometimes it overflows over your pan. If you get a wooden spoon and put it over, it will not overflow. So now it's been 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and empty this pot. If you guys have never used, this is a cast iron pot. If you have not used cast iron before, please be aware that the whole thing gets hot. So the handles are very hot. So make sure that you protect yourselves. So this part is done. As you can see, it looks all caramelized and colorful. Don't worry, you guys, when you see that color on the bottom of the pan. That's flavor. Sometimes I'd like to add the juice that the chicken was soaking in. I add it at this point. It gives it time for it to cook so all of the bacteria and stuff from the raw chicken is well cooked. So I'm just going to pour that in. After that has been cooking for a little bit, I go ahead and I put in the noodles. And then you just stir it up. And that's the finished product. That is my chicken stir fry. We cook a lot of Asian food in our house, so I always have some sesame seeds on hand. This is just a little extra. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal. I just think it makes it look pretty, and that's it. Now it's time for a taste test. Get a little bit of noodles. I got a little bit of everything. I got some chicken, I got some green bean, a carrot, and some noodles. It's really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys decide to make this at home, please take a picture of it, post it on Instagram, and tag us at Kalyn&Robert. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is a new series that I'm starting, Foodie Fridays, so I'll be having a new recipe out for you guys every Friday. And I'll see you guys next time.